What video do I not need to get told to watch is anything with fucking Frogan's face looking like this. More Pegasus has been doing the work along with fucking Nux Taku of just documenting every stupid thing Hassan and his group of stupid people do. And I love it. This has been my favorite drama. This is like the ultimate internet drama. I don't think there's ever been bigger than what happened that day that iDubbbz released a video on Ethan Klein. Well, God, and what's funny is, if anybody hasn't heard the news, apparently the original content nuke that Ethan Klein made was to capture the stupid people into doing a copyright violation, so he had the right to sue them. And that's just 3D chess right there. That's just impressive. But so iDubbbz coming into the situation and blowing up everyone's internet career, that wasn't part of it. That's wild. Anyway, time to dunk on some losers and play some games.
Welcome back to the series so legendary, even Fortnite turned it in.
This is more Pegasus. He's the cool Zoomer commentary community person who has all the SpongeBob memes. That's more Pegasus.
Into a weapon. In today's video, Hassan continues denying the real oppression of women in Iran. He gets absolutely humiliated with the facts as always. Denims is now claiming that she's only being sued because she's a woman.
I will say though, both Nux and more Pegasus and everybody's doing this. Why are we acting like Asmongold is a fucking news source? Like he's CNN or something just because he's a centrist and has some base takes once in a while? He's not the news. He fucking doesn't do his dishes. He can't even clean his house. He fell through his ceiling. It's pretty sad that we're all taking life advice from him. We shouldn't be, but he's not supporting terrorists or acting a fool, so that just makes him infinitely better than most people.
Rogan desperately continues to beg for money to fund her lawsuit, and everybody is laughing. Hassan's favorite journalist, Taylor, has just been completely exposed. Subscribe or you—
Oh, fuck yes, let's get some Taylor the Renz news. She's the one that said that everybody has 9/11 parties and whatnot, so it's not a big deal to make fun of 9/11. I think anybody can make fun of anything they want, but like, if y'all, who's been throwing 9/11 parties? I haven't gotten invited to any.
You have to listen to the new Hassan podcast, Terrorist Talks Only. And let's begin with Hassan once again mocking a woman for talking about oppression in Iran.
No, it's not. It's the year 2025.
Ooh, we might just, the game server just might be sad today. Okay.
Of the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this outfit in Toronto. Killed for
I'm sorry. What, they wear like around?
No, I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my arms out.
I'm telling you, as
I literally.
Yeah, I can't wear my skirt in Tehran. I can't eat Kubi Day.
Oh, I haven't seen this clip yet, and I'm already infuriated. I don't get this. I used to be a Tumblr SJW back in the day. I used to be a part of the cult where, well, until they kicked me out for listening to Eminem, because that made no sense. That's just racist to say Eminem can't rap because he's white. I don't care. Whatever. But I got kicked out. But when I was part of this, because these people made such compelling posts that always ended with, if you don't believe in this, then you're a piece of shit and deserve to die. The so tolerant, loving, happy people there on Tumblr would say this shit, but there were rules. Like, if you do anything misogynistic, you're out. If you like make rape jokes, you're out. If you fucking— but then we got the current left that like has horseshoed so far into whatever's going on that like oppressive Muslim Islamic countries where you're not allowed to have whatever religion you want, where you're forced to do, you know, very non-freedom country, kind of what Handmaid's Tale is based off of, if we want to talk about women's rights. And then to go, yeah, well, it's just their culture, it's okay, they do it in their— at least it's not America, am I right? Like, all these talking points would get you banned from the liberal communities back in the day. I don't understand. That's why this shit's fascinating to me.
Whoopee, don't you understand? I can't wear bikini to the beach. So obviously, they all need to die. We need to kill them. I can't wear my skirt to beach. and eat Kubi Day.
Wow, very progressive, Hassan, making fun of actual women's oppression. First off, nobody is saying kill them. You literally just made that up. We're talking about how the leader and the government oppresses the people. Why would anybody want to kill the people being oppressed, you absolute moron? We're just pointing out that oppression does in fact exist in Iran, and you conveniently ignore that and manipulate your audience for the sake of your politics. Here's some quick context.
I think this is why More Pegasus is the GOAT of these videos right now. It's just fucking... I know he's not even from America, and I don't think he gives a shit about any of the politics involved with this. He could just see right past it and being like, all these people are being hypocrites and saying stupid shit. Gotta appreciate that.
If you missed last video,
Iranian women can't post TikTok dances. That's a joke, right? You're saying that as a joke, right? I don't think that's a metric for women's liberty. They
execute you for dancing on TikTok and showing your hair and shit. Oh, but that shouldn't be a gauge for women's... This is seeming very misogynistic, and I'm just like, as a fucking woman, just the fact that he could just be like, oh, well, you doing the thing that everybody should have a right to do, play around on their phone, you know, one of them rights we take for granted in the first world. You don't need that to fucking be a free woman. That's not like... I'm pretty sure these crazy people in his fucking chat are all like women that are obsessed with him and want to fuck him or some shit anyway, because I don't understand how you can listen to this guy say this shit.
fucking lootly can.
Can women in Iran post dance videos to TikTok? Public dancing by women is illegal under Article 637 of the Islamic Penal Code, which criminalizes acts against public modesty.
Iranian woman arrested for dancing. Iran arrests 2 young women for dancing in cemetery. Hard to say why. Was it because it's a cemetery?
Right, so once again, if you look at the facts, women are extremely oppressed there, and Hassan will purposely ignore this because, well, it all boils down to his central philosophy, which is that he absolutely hates America with a burning passion and will support any and all of America's enemies, even if it means supporting literal terrorist organizations. Here's a quick explanation why he supports Iran. Number 1, it's against Israel and America, and he obviously hates both. And number 2, Iran supports and funds the terrorist organizations that he loves so much, including Hamas, the Houthis, and Hezbollah. Here's what people are saying. This is peak Hassan journalism. Probably stayed up all night trying to think of that. It's okay though, because Hassan...
Like, I'm not ignorant, so like most commentary videos, even though I do believe the commentary videos I watch, they don't... It's like a crab bucket. They'll destroy each other if they do anything fucking unright, and they'll call each other out. I don't think there's many out of context clips, but I'm like, they just show a bit of Hassan. Like, it can't be this bad all the time. He's the #1 political streamer on Twitch. But I do watch him, you know, unclipped, and he really is. So they talking about this in the news today? Oh, I'll just load up CNN. And he just like makes up a story without even looking at the article yet. He just assumes something that matches his bias. And then he'll just talk about shit that isn't even happening in the news clip he's watching. The news clip will sometimes debunk whatever he is saying, and he will just continue. It's insane. And he thinks he's a journalist. Well, Taylor Lorenz also thinks she's a journalist, so I guess fucking birds of a feather, I don't know.
Believes they can dance. That's all that matters. Anyways, let's just check out what video he was actually reacting to, because turns out these people might just be as crazy as him. Basically, they legitimately tried to argue that Americans are more oppressed than women and gay people in Iran, which is just delusional.
And it's slow.
But let's just remember too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do.
Okay, though, I will say, I think this is just Whoopi Goldberg's career, because she did all this stuff during the Bush era as well, where just like everybody in the Middle East is a poor victim. Us Americans, we're just all warmongers over there. There could never be any other reason for anything over there other than American greed. Forget, you know, all the threatening, horrible things they could be doing on their goddamn Twitter. Whatever. And like, that's the wildest thing to me. I legit mean Twitter. Terrorist groups have fucking Twitters. What a world this is. Because like, Whoopi's been doing this for years. Like, she exists almost to be a conservative talking point. I almost think this is her grift. Because I don't know why we act like the left media ain't a whole bunch of grifters too, and they've been on one lately, because they fucking are.
Do that, because if we start with that it is the same.
She thinks that her in Iran is, oh my God.
It's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not if you're black. Gentlemen, oh my God. That is insane. I wonder what Iranian women think of her sex.
I don't think, okay, so you know how like the cops will sometimes fucking shoot people and they shouldn't be doing that. I think every single issue there is a fucking thing worth talking about. Probably racial biased on most of it, though, I will admit. But I haven't heard about any cops beheading people lately. I mean, I know this is some propaganda right here, but I don't think they've been beheading anybody as of late, so... Middle East, you're gonna have to take the L on that one.
Saying that whenever they see some multi-millionaire who has their own TV show talking about her skin color being the same as the...
I also don't mean to go to like politics too much on this channel. I really don't. It's just, this is just obvious shit. Everybody like, I think would know this shit, maybe because I'm a millennial and I grew up in 9/11 times, and you did have to learn about the culture and why we got attacked and all that stuff. And they aren't the most liberal sympathizing people, these Islamic extremists. And I'm not saying Muslim people, because it's not Muslim people, it's fucking Islamic extremist fucking terrorists, and they're not cool. And that's half the drama. That's half the drama, is we got actual like influencers fucking supporting these awful people. I don't get it.
Systematic oppression of your gender.
Hello, it's me, Hamas Diddy Piker. I actually agree with this nutjob. Very intelligent, if you ask me. Iranian women are not oppressed, actually. I have personally seen their TikTok dances. Nothing is real, actually. The narrative is formed based on which side I agree with. You see, because I, Hamas Diddy Osama bin Laden Adolf Epstein Piker, hate America, I automatically just love Iran and agree with everything they do. It's simple Hassanetics, you know, the new version of mathematics.
Not if you're black.
Guys, nobody wants to diminish the very real problems we have in this country.
No, I do. They're not even remotely comparable. Anybody who's trying to bring up any U.S. problem and contextualize it around something that's happening to the Iranian people is a completely privileged, delusional.
It is. It's fucking apple and oranges. And like I said, this is shit that you would get called out for on Tumblr back in the day. Because how could you? They called it white privilege. Whoopi Goldberg isn't white, but she sure as fuck is rich, so she goes in the goddamn privilege category. Like, apples and fucking oranges, you are comparing a completely different culture. I don't get why Americans even act and moralize and wag their finger about any Middle Eastern issues, because not goddamn one of you, not one of you regular civilians who go to Starbucks every fucking day would survive like a minute there. There's a whole show called 40 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, that's all about Americans going to other countries to be with their supposed love or whatever. That's a great look at what fucking... There was a guy who refused to go outside with his girlfriend because she refused to, like, cover her tits, and he is like, we are gonna get stoned and murdered. We just won't go. We just won't go. I wanted to show you my homeland, but whatever. I guess we just won't leave the hotel.
Hard.
Not everybody feels that way. Listen, I'm sorry. You know, when you think about the fact that we got the vote in 1965.
And when did Iranian women get the vote?
They don't have free and fair elections in Iran. It's not even the same universe.
We are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids? Are there kids going to get shot because they're running through somebody's neighborhood? They are not big deals, and I don't.
Whoopi, what are you doing? This has nothing to do with Middle Eastern policy. This is a domestic issue, apples and oranges. What?
I don't mean to say they're not big deals to you, because that's not what I meant.
And they are not doing well there either. They are not doing well in Iran. They can't go out of their house. The women.
She's realizing, bro, this is bad. Bro, even on The View, you've got to remember, like, this show is delusional to the extreme. Even over here, they're like, bro, this is too much.
You know what? There's no way I can make you understand.
Yeah, the reason why is because it's bullshit.
No, you can't just expose me. I'm actually as oppressed as gay people and women in Iran. Doesn't matter if I'm a multi-millionaire privileged piece of shit trying to invalidate actual real oppression. Dude, what a piece of work. Like, I don't know what the hell they're teaching in American school.
Sorry about that. My computer just likes doing things. Yeah, what are we teaching in American school? I'm a liberal, so I'm not for all these rumors I keep hearing that we're getting rid of the Department of Education, but I also ask, what has the Department of Education been doing the last fucking 30 years? Because, well, I don't know. It's just Hassan's got a way of getting some interesting people in that chat, because they'll make like clips and whatnot and post them on the internet that's like, Ethan Klein got destroyed by this point Hassan made, and like, the video makes no sense. It's something that's completely out of context, and whatever point they're trying to make, it's like not there. Like Hassan's just word salading saying things like, I don't think those people know what context clues and research and facts are. I think Hassan's audience are really special people.
Schools for people to be this stupid. Unless it's not the school and she just turns on Hassan's Twitch stream every night. Smartest Hassan fan here. It is just absolutely tragic how many people are this dumb. I want you guys to wake up grateful every day for two things. Number one, you were not born stupid. And number two, you were lucky enough to find the Pegasus channel.
Woo!
Oh, baby. But yeah, dude, honestly, this reminds me of a saying, you know, being so open-minded that your brain literally falls out. Like the fact that they can sit there as all multimillionaires, right, including Hassan, and just pretend that women are so free in Iran and Americans have it so much worse. I mean, that is just peak delusion. It is just utter propaganda.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe this isn't left or right. Maybe this is just fucking rich people who aren't grounded and don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They just read news articles all day, and because they're rich and don't have no goddamn problems and they need to make their own, so they dive into politics. Like Hassan was saying, you know, because some cars were getting blown up during the riots, and he was saying, whatever, if my car gets blown up, oh, what, you mean my lease with its insurance, it'll cover it? Yeah, I don't know if he knows this, like most people have limited liability insurance. Most people, if their car is getting blown up, ain't getting a replacement because they can't afford fucking $900 a month insurance, Hassan. Like, what a wild thing to say. Like, he basically gave permission for people to, like, blow up his car. Don't do that. That's bad, but that's kind of how it came off to me. He's saying rich people cars, you're allowed to blow those up because they're all leased and all have insurance. I'm sure the insurance companies will really appreciate that too.
And honestly, if you're defending it so much, please, for the love of God, go.
Yeah, what if like the shadow government, the Twitter mob, no one actually has that much power over people advocating for violence as much as the insurance companies are like, damn, if violent outbreaks just start happening all the damn time, we'll have to pay out more. Sure, we can charge more, but then no one will afford insurance. What do? We throw out a whole bunch of emu commercials. That'll get them to not be violent. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I just love the idea that car insurance companies are behind all the evil things in the government. Or maybe some of the good things in the government. I think Geico is the shadow government.
To Iran. Nobody likes you in America, bro. Leave. Let's just see how much they actually love you there. In fact, do us all a favor and take Denims, Caseytron, and Froggen. Take all of them. Take all of them.
Take them! Deport them! Let's go!
And go to Iran. They love it too. I'm sorry, your black woman victim card has been declined. Dude, women get deleted for not covering their hair. Whoopi's on a whole different planet of existence. Their audience will clap for anything. It might actually legitimately be Hassan fans in that audience. If they're called the views, then why is every host blind? Nice one. Yes, Iranian women and whatever. But what about me? It's all about me, guys. Come on. She has a net worth of $30 million US and calls herself a victim. Only in America, fellas. Only in America. Anyways.
What a waste that Rosie O'Donnell threw her career on the way on The View bitching about some Bush policy shit. I don't think she had any idea what was a-coming. I'd love to see modern day Rosie O'Donnell on The View. I think they should bring her back. I think she'd actually say less ignorant things than Whoopi Goldberg, to be quite honest.
It turns out that Hassan might actually be in trouble. So Ethan posts, why is Hassan getting notes during our debate from someone named Chris CPS? And then we have this picture of like Chris CPS shared this folder. This was during their whole debate. I will subpoena Hassan if I have to.
This is the whole thing. Why do I even have to talk about politics? Why does anybody even need to think politics? The Hassan's fans were making sure to call CPS on Ethan Klein, the only person in this drama who actually has children, because everybody else are childrenless fucking losers that like to call other people incels. I mean, call Ethan an incel, that makes no sense. Whatever. But like, So was calling CPS on Ethan Klein's children, was that gonna save Palestine? I am just so confused. That's where all this drama's from. This drama has really nothing to do with politics. It has to do with unhinged fucking people doing unhinged shit. But they won't let you talk about the unhinged shit they're doing, because don't you know, politics.
Hassan, do not erase evidence. Ay, 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 ay. Is he gonna follow suit with Frogans and Denims who are just trying to delete all evidence? Remember, this same loser was literally crying because he thought Ethan was going to get help from Destiny during their debate. Oh my god, he wouldn't stop. He's like, oh my god, they're gonna bring down Destiny. He's not gonna have a fair debate. I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned. Like, the amount of crying he did was insane. Alrighty, let's...
I heard Pierce Morgan offered these people like 20 grand to come on stream and just finish this fight, finish this blood feud, and Hassan turned it down. That's how afraid of Destiny he is. He's not a grifter enough to go for like a free 20k.
Move on to Denims. She is now playing victim, claiming that she is only being sued because she's a woman. Denims thinks Ethan is only suing women so he can farm hate from reactionary fans.
So if you would like an easy block list, this tweet, I left replies open, 1.5k replies. Easy block list. The number of replies in here that say skank, whore, OnlyFans, etc. I think we all know, Ethan, the audience that you are trying to obtain. Okay? I think we know. To pretend like the people that you're suing just happen to be.
So I'm gonna be honest, the reason why I'm still following the Ethan Klein Hassan drama never ends is because, like, of the orbiters here. I fucking hate Denims. Denims makes me hate my own gender. There's, like, obviously, you know, this is an OnlyFans whore. Here's my boobies. Watch me contribute nothing to the world, because, like, she's dumb. Like, she's just naturally fucking dumb. You can tell by looking at her. This all sounds so mean, but there's no out of context with these clips. She'll just say some ignorant shit that's not true, and then but say it with like complete authority like it is, and when she's called on it, she like stares into space for 20 seconds because her brain is working as she tries to figure out, I said this thing. I'm all for Ethan suing all these fucking people. It's worth whatever fucking precedent it sets, because they're a whole bunch of Karen spoiled brats that have never faced pushback in their life. Who cares what side you're on politically? Who the fuck doesn't want to see rich spoiled brats get theirs?
To be women, and that there isn't a very obvious desire to obtain viewers that are the most sexist people.
John d'Arc fucking fought for justice by going out there with a flag saying she talked to God and getting burnt to death. What, this chick just fucking has her tits out on stream.
People possible. Just be real for 2 seconds, okay? Just be real.
Just be real, Ethan. Isn't Ethan's audience like majority women, and he hires like a shit ton of women to his companies as well? This is such a pathetic, desperate attempt by Denims to smear Ethan, to make him look like a sexist. Ethan explicitly said in his video, the only reason he's suing Frogan, you, and Caseytron is because you three specifically violated the copyright most brazenly and openly declared malicious extent. He held the most highest standards possible for this lawsuit, and you somehow met them. I'm sure if a guy did the same, he would be getting sued as well. It just so happens that it was you three. Also, obviously, he wouldn't actually have a case if this whole thing was based on you being a woman. That obviously doesn't work in court. Oh, I'm suing this person because...
Yeah, it's because they have no fucking argument to make except sexism. This is kind of like when they had the video come out against Keffels. That was just damned rights. Keffel defrauded a GoFundMe, lied, scammed. Here's all the evidence, and they're like, that thumbnail's transphobic, so just no one watched it. Like, this is all they have, is Ethan Klein is just targeting women. Because they all confessed that they were maliciously stealing views. They all confessed their wrongdoings. They're gonna lose this court case. That's why Hassan's not gonna help them out. Hassan probably would to look like a hero, but Hassan knows they ain't gonna fucking win. That money's all gonna go to Ethan. Like, and then they're deleting their VODs like that's gonna work. They don't know how the court system works, but they're so confident. Oh god. And then Denims over here, this dumb bitch. She already tried to sue Ethan, and then she canceled the GoFundMe and said, I just realized that this will take a lot of money and time, so I'm not gonna sue him now, and I swear, next time, if I am gonna sue him, it'll be my own money. I'm not gonna ask my audience for the money. She put up another GoFundMe asking her audience for the money because this time it's a real lawsuit, so go figure.
Zero woman. Like, how is that ever going to work? This whole thing is about fair use and copyright. But of course, this absolute idiot is trying to come up with any excuse, playing the classic victim card because you've so utterly lost this battle. And you know, in general, I don't support people calling her, you know, whatever names they might be, but when you act this vile online.
Oh damn, Warpegasus not be a fan of the awful shit. I think every woman should have a right to talk shit about Denims. That's all. They say we should all be uplifting each other, but clearly, as we're seeing from these people won't uplift you, so don't worry. So, you know, talk all the shit you want. They say some awful things.
Online, it's pretty much expected.
You're on X. What do you expect? I don't want to defend Ethan, but he isn't even on there. He's not on there because he can't handle criticism, which he's admitted. There's a clip of it. There's a clip of him saying he can't handle the criticism, which is why he doesn't use Twitter anymore. But it's also in my YouTube comments, in his YouTube comments, in my Twitch chat, and in my Instagram comments. Literally, probably thousands at this point of comments that are anywhere from horror to probably the worst would be like,
Pretty sure I said I don't have evidence for this one, so no one take me at the words for this one. I think this came from Nux fucking Taku, so I don't know. Someone check facts on this one. But she started her online career making lolicon, I guess. Making lolicon and then watching fucking Avatar with her tits out. I can keep dogging on her for this because it's true. The only time you'll ever see Denims without a low-cut top is in someone else's video when she's collaborating, like in the iDubbbz video. No low-cut top because there's no super chat. She's not making money off that video, so she don't care. Like, at least the other hot tub streamers and shit, they ain't lying about the fan service or what they're doing. I can't imagine being an OnlyFans chick and being like, yo, politics, that's where I need to be.
like a rape threat. I know, chatter. I know thinking is so hard. Listening is so difficult.
Denims, are you serious? You serious? Thinking so hard.
Now that's a funny meme.
I hate her.
Oh, I know. So you can't sue because you're a woman? What logic is that? Listen. Oh, the BoJack Horseman. That's very fitting.
I mean, the chatter had a point. According to Denim's logic, you're basically not allowed to hold women accountable or you're gonna be called sexist. Apparently, women like Denim should be given a free pass to be as scummy as possible, and if you ever criticize them, then they can just play out some victim card and it's invalidated. I mean, aren't you the same person that was gonna sue Ethan before this?
Hey, no big deal that Jolter's dead. Tectones is a gotcha streamer, and he's been screaming about these people for months, because he's on Twitch, and they get away with fucking evil on Twitch. I'm just amazed Amazon hasn't fucking stepped in and cleared out house on whoever the fuck they have running, because it's just so obvious all the rules for thee and not for me. It's always been that way, though. Women get away with more on Twitch than men do. Women and Hassan, so it's very weird that they're all being very sexist. Because, but then again, this is very Tumblr activity here too.
So what? Are you only suing?
I'm just, like I said, this just very. None of this shit, everything these shit people are saying would be considered so problematic back in the day. It's nuts to me.
Him because he's a man? You literally started up a GoFundMe, which was, in my opinion, a bit of a scam because you wanted to pocket the money and then you were forced to refund it after your audience turned on you. And now you're begging for money online again after you specifically said you wouldn't. You just can't cry harassment when you were literally platforming the lies about Ethan's kids into
like this guy, Bad Empanada. We've seen this fucking clip. He's literally saying Ethan's fucking kids are living in filth and we need to call CPS and he's awful, and she's reacting to it and everyone calls CPS on him. Like, why is this guy not being deplatformed? He's doxed people, he's doxing people, he's fucking advocating to do harassment, and Twitch isn't banning him. Suspicious.
Directly leading to the CPS call on his kids, and also said that even if the CPS call happened, it doesn't matter because kids can't form memories that young.
You're not forming memories at 3 years old, and it's very rare that you're forming memories at 5 years old.
You are just an all-around disgusting individual, and you are just being held accountable by this lawsuit. Karma is finally coming around, and you can't take it. Anyways, let's...
Okay, the real talk, if Denims ever have a kid, I think people should like do welfare checks and CPS fucking calls, because she seems like the type of woman where they gotta explain to her when she takes the baby out of the hospital, like, you can't feed it solid food yet, you gotta feed it milk, don't feed it eggs or do nothing ignorant like that, please. And like, you just need to check up on that baby, make sure she don't stick it in a fucking microwave or the dryer or nothing stupid. I wouldn't trust Denims around a child. And I love how her chat took it upon herself to call fucking CPS. She's the one that needs watched.
Let's move on to Frogan. Watch out, gravity has been distorted. Every time we talk about Frogan, it's like entering the reverse world in Pokemon, like you're about to meet Giratina. Anyway, so Ethan has reacted to her GoFundMe efforts.
Frogan is always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Last to the game. It just means she's last to the game. She's always last. So she's actually doing better than Casey. So Casey's taking the fattest L. Although I laughed, her goal is 200,000. So
yeah, there was a race between all these people to get their GoFundMes up first, because all three of them are getting sued, and they can only get so much money out of Hassan's audience, right? So like, oh dude, I can't decide who I hate more, Frogan or Denims. Frogan or Denims. I feel like Frogan's gonna grow out of whatever she's got going on. She is still very young. She can grow out of it. As I said, I was a Tumblr SJW. We go through fucking phases and shit. Frogan actually still has fucking time. Denims, I would have to give Frogan the W just on comparing the two.
she's 3% there.
200K.
She's not being modest. The other ones asked for 100K.
Right. I was going to compliment her strategy here. She has a very sad looking picture of her to garner sympathy, which I think was a smart move.
Smart.
Who fucking who?
This fundraiser is to cover any and all legal fees associated with this complaint and any counterclaims I may have against him. Ooh. I'm sure you've consulted and thoroughly thought that out with an attorney. Any bills or personal expenses I have from lost wages and damages arising from this litigation. Lost wages? You mean the money you're going to pay me?
Bro, I love how Ethan is just not in the slightest bit worried about this at all. And she is so desperate, she's pulling out all the stops. The sad face picture, the first time she's not actually looking smug. Crying about harassment in the text. Looks like the chickens finally came home to roost. Actually, I mean, none of the chickens made it out, let's be honest.
They all need to chill with their anti-Semitism, because, like, if you're gonna be anti-Semitic, then don't you believe in all the stereotypes? They all know lawyers and they're... like, I just can't wait for them. They're gonna accidentally say something racist and it's gonna get clipped everywhere. I know it, because I mean, just Ethan's brought out the lawyers. I honestly think Nux Taku should sue Hassan as well, because he's legit doing slander against him. Like actual defaming fucking slander. He got slanderized in front of an actual journalist. Like, I think if anybody should be suing, it's him. And he's the one who made a comment like, oh, and I have a cousin who's a lawyer, and it's like, of course you do. Why? I said this comment to someone in my Kanye West video too, who was all like, they all control the world, everyone knows this, and I'm like, then why do you keep talking shit? If you all honestly believe that, then, I don't know, you wouldn't keep your money in the bank, but yet you do. They didn't take all your money away, so it must not be true. You can't fucking, that's my problem. I keep trying to find logic behind crazy. Sometimes there is just no logic, and that's what makes me fearful.
But yeah, now we can use all of her clips. Boo fucking do.
I hope you get PTSD.
Based. Then Ethan talks about her deleting all her VODs.
She erased all of her content after she learned she was being sued. Yeah, deleting evidence after you learned that the lawsuit's happening is a big no. Not that I need any help beating you guys.
Here, there's just a paid comment.
Yeah.
I know for a fact Frogan's videos were up. I checked after watching Ethan's video yesterday because I checked her streaming schedule.
Got it. There you go.
That's interesting.
It's not good. Deleting evidence. We don't delete the evidence.
What going on?
Come on.
You know it's bad when Ethan is pulling out the Donald Trump impression. But yeah, if anybody didn't know why deleting the VODs is bad, it's because she did it directly after learning that she was about to get sued. So it's considered trying to hide or delete evidence, so the court can automatically assume the worst of it.
There's a specific word, spoliation.
Spoliation. It's when you're accused of committing a fraud or civil offense, and then you erase the evidence. So basically, by doing that, if we want to bring up the deleted, we can presume the worst from what she deleted. We can presume, oh, you erased all these.
Do they like not know that like your YouTube channel isn't sacred? Said Ethan's probably got all these clips that he gave to his lawyer. That's what discovery fucking is, where the prosecution and the defense get all the relevant information and then share it with each other. Like Frogan's lawyers, like, don't worry, Frogan, your lawyers will get the fucking videos too. This shit, like, you guys are, these people are gonna lose their whole fucking lives to Ethan Klein because they're fucking stupid. Because school, honestly, school should be teaching us this shit. That you can't just go and tell fucking falsities and build all your money on fucking falsities. Start shit. Like, you fucking, the old rule on the internet used to be fucking talk shit, get hit. So, like, I can't feel bad for any of these people, but it is sad how fucking ignorant they are. How they really believe deleting VODs will make it just go away. Make what they did go away. They're cutting clips that make Ethan look bad, and they're like, oh, wait till the court sees this. Like, it's out of context and clipped. What? No. This doesn't work in the real life, guys.
After you learned you were being sued, therefore you were clearly hiding something and you were committing copyright fraud. We can presume that, and it counts, right?
Right.
It's not good.
I mean, not surprised she would delete the evidence. Frogan is used to deleting absolutely everything. On her plate, of course. But honestly, I gotta congratulate her. For the first time ever in a race, she is not in last place. She is currently beating out Casey Tron in the GoFundMe. Congratulations.
He's not gonna show it because he already did, but Casey Tron's response was just her high as fuck with a Taco Bell bag crying about how she doesn't know what's going on around here. Pretty great. The greatest I'm getting sued video ever, quite honestly.
Congratulations on your first silver medal in how screwed you are. The amount as I'm recording this video is about 20 to 30K or something, not even a fraction of what will be needed for a lawsuit like this. Hassan obviously still not using any of his socialist money for his friends. Apparently even Anissa is not donating.
Oh, Anissa also retweeted but didn't donate.
What the f?
Broke ass bitches. They had to have gotten some Creator Clash money on the way out when they got bought out, though. I bet Aaron Hansen probably gave them fucking $7 million to get the fuck out of his doorstep and never look his way again. So fucking, they have money. They're just bad friends. Well, obviously they're bad friends. They started all this.
Like Anissa and
with friends like this
and Hassan.
Well, no, that's not true. I already said that at the beginning. Like, this shit was already a trap set out. iDubbbz had nothing to do with this. There was no reason for him to come on in on this drama, but he did, and now his career's over. He fucked up Creator Clash, and for what? So he could not support Casey Tron's fucking legal defense? That's what it was for? People need to watch some My Little Pony. There's some bad friends here. But technically the start of all this drama was Ethan unfollowing Frogan on Twitter. That was what started all this.
Are the ones who should be rushing to defend them.
Imagine having 1.2K viewers and getting yourself into a situation where you will be dead broke after. Well, joke's on you, motherfucker. I'm already broke, dumbass.
Well, you're
oh, debtor's prison, Casey. Be careful. There's no weed in debtor's prison.
smoking a joint. You know, you got money from the bank for that. How much, dude? You got to be spending a shitload of money if you're hitting 42 volcano bags.
Well, there we have it, folks. People were asking if Casey Tron was somehow actually rich.
Why is FGO on the bottom? Because I gotta collect some members, and I'm gonna do that while I watch my videos. Multitasking. It's wonderful.
Because she's a content creator. I mean, if you can call that content. But no.
And it gives me an excuse to be really bad at it without anybody calling me out and hurting my fragile feelings. No, it's a live service game. The grind never ends. When you're not playing the live service gotcha game, you need to feel bad about not playing it because your AP's just sitting there. That's how they get you.
She's completely broke. She admitted it, just like Frogan. And this
I don't know shit about Casey Tron. I'm kind of rooting for her out of these three because she's done nothing but bring a smile to my face while all these other bitches have given me nothing but misery and making me hate my gender. Casey Tron, though, she's just mood. I'm sorry that in her high state she fucking aligned with Jabba the Hutt over here.
This is honestly a dream come true for Frogan, at least. She can finally work at McDonald's. A match made in heaven. I would just advise the managers to keep an eye on the stock, so to speak. You know, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, you know, keep those cameras ready. Keep a tally of all the nuggets, the burgers, the fries. I suspect some of them may mysteriously disappear. Now they talk about some Casey Tron.
I don't even think Frogan's that fat. I think she makes herself look more unflattering with, you know, the hijab that she's wearing for no reason because she doesn't really practice any other Islamic things. And like the whole point of the hijab is to cover your hair and be modest. She's got, you haven't seen them, but she's got like the black girl fingernails that are like super hard to maintain and shit. That's not very modest of her. But I don't even think she's that fat. I just can't believe that with everybody calling her fat all the time that she sits there and eats the amount of stuff she does on stream, just on camera like that. Like, I don't know, I'd be self-conscious about that thing. That thing being the food and the people that are gonna, you know, like, if people are calling you fat, why do you give them fuel? I don't understand.
Clips of her saying that she's not gonna get sued, and then she also calls like Hila ugly.
Whatever.
Like,
and it's like, is that even gonna happen? I doubt it.
It's happening.
Like,
this is crazy too, but since I love YouTube drama, you know what's crazy about Ethan Klein's lawsuit here? Women really, other than like Anissa Johob forcing herself into shit and people making false allegations, you actually don't see women influencers get that far in the drama. It's funny because it's mostly men. It's mostly men throwing away everything for their pride and ego. An Illuminati or a Creepshow art's only gonna show up like once every 3 years. And they've done all the evil to, you know, make up for like 30 people. But here, Casey Tron's just a fucking stoner that wasn't ready to wake up to this today. Fuck the rest of the bitches. Team Casey Tron, this isn't fair. This is not fair. I would hate it. I have empathy for someone who's just enjoying life, getting high, eating Taco Bell every day, and then adulting comes your way. That's fucking horrible.
Like, what? Like, why are they doing this to me?
I explained it in detail.
It just doesn't make sense.
No, it makes sense.
An attack on me is an attack on everyone.
That was fun.
Blast you, Ethan Klein.
She is fucking funny, but this is a serious situation. She's gonna get sued and lose everything, and she's too high to fucking... Maybe she's got rich parents that'll just give her a lawyer to handle this for her. This ain't great. I know, though, this is why I love drama. It makes my brain work a lot, because, I mean, these are the average Joe. This is the shit the average Joe's watching. The average Joe's reacting to. And it tells you a lot about where internet sociology is. As I said, a lot of the shit that they're saying here, all these leftist political streamers, wouldn't have flied in 2010. Wouldn't have flied in the SJW communities at all. So it's very odd.
Blast you to fucking hell. No, like, what the fuck? Oh, this no good motherfucker and his ugly ass wife. God.
Here she calls you ugly, which I thought was...
Damn, Casey Tron, now I'm not rooting for you now. That's some mean girl shit right there. Why are you... Oh, dude, if a man did that, brought a woman's appearance in all of a sudden to something like this, it'd be over. They would be hunted down in the streets, but because Casey Tron's high as fucking a woman, it's okay.
Yeah, she got...
His wife.
This kind of set me off, because I was like, oh, hell no. You know what she's like when the camera turns off? Donkey!
Nah, bro, you can't do Shrek like that. That's an absolute violation, bro. I will not tolerate the slander.
There was a time where, like, I could have helped him. But now
There's never been a time in any lifetime, any multiverse where Casey...
Hey, I think when it comes to the guys talking about guys, that's your culture. Women do need to be chilling out here though, with like fucking receding hairline, fucking widow's peak. I didn't even know the short guy thing was like real. I thought people were making that up when they're like, I swipe right because the person's not tall enough. Like, what the fuck is this? We crying about objectification for all this time. Do we gonna turn around and objectify other people? And maybe I think it's rude to attack a man for their hair because we got different hairs than them. That some of them are just predestined for failure. Some of them are predestined for wonderment. We don't have their problems. It's not right. Fellow women, we need to stop making fun of men's hair. It's not right. This will be my virtue signal.
Drunk could help anyone. The person who needs your help the most urgently is you.
That there's some jealousy involved, but what I was saying was, it seems like he's
breathe.
got
She's out of breath. Her lungs are about to collapse.
I love that her green screen background is, you know, the outside, a place where she never's at.
What the fuck?
This is what happens when you actually breathe more smoke than air. She can barely flip and function. I feel like Ethan is doing these people a favor. Maybe they'll actually get their asses in gear now that their life is falling apart and they're about to hit rock bottom. Then they read some GoFundMe donations. This one is from Denims.
$5 from Alex. Hating Jews is bad. Ethan, don't settle. Bleed her bank account bone dry. That's not my intention. My intention is just to obviously stand up for what's right.
This isn't even a morning grind anymore. We're at 2 p.m., but that's because I spent my morning making an Amazon wish list of all the bird feeders I want and all the glow-in-the-dark rocks and solar lights for my garden. I'm gonna make a glow-in-the-dark, beautiful fairy garden. It might take me a few years. It might take me a few attempts, but I'm gonna do it. I think if anyone wants to touch grass, they should they should feed the birds. Someone's gotta. That's my hot tip.
Right. How can you crowdsource a legal defense fund when there's a genocide happening? Kind of true. It is kind of true. There seems to be better ways.
Motherfucker tree company, I needed 3 small skinny trees removed from my property because it hasn't been maintained, so they grew in. They were gonna charge $1,200 to remove 3 skinny trees. That would have took them like 5 minutes. I bought me a chainsaw and I'm getting it done. No one accused me of touching grass. I cut down 2 trees the other day.
Ways that people, I think, could donate their money to. Now it can finally donate ethically to the Kleins.
Oh my God, you guys.
It's 100% of the.
Was organically going to donate this to the Children's Cancer Research Fund, but this seems like a better cause.
Oh God.
I'm still stuck on the Haywood.
I love that they're all donating money to a GoFundMe just so they can dunk on him. Because Ethan said, "Oh, I can't wait for you guys to do GoFundMe so I get all that money." Because when you sue for legal fees and whatnot. Like, I wouldn't waste my hard-earned labor wages memeing on GoFundMes, but shout out to all these jokes.
Did you blow me? That one.
Yeah,
that very good.
That was really good.
Very good.
I think Tom Ward would appreciate that one.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to donate to Gaza,
HRS.
but I think you need it more. That's, in my opinion, the best comment.
Dude, these are honestly so funny, but why are people actually donating, bro? You got...
For real, I don't understand this. If you were going to destroy friendships, make big gestures and, you know, throw down and do some illegal terrorist sympathizing things for this cause you believe in, how are you going to turn around and ask for GoFundMe money for a lawsuit? Like, shouldn't your audience be giving every dollar to Palestine? Like, how are you going to make this your whole life, your whole identity, your whole cause, and then turn around and be like, but I, who live in California and stream 10 hours a day, need the money more, though? You know, that they all hate America till they all become America first, till all my fellow Americans help a streamer girl out.
You gotta have some better uses for that shit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I appreciate the content. I just wonder how much the donation amount would actually be if people weren't literally just troll donating. Because we've actually seen so many of these.
Said I'd rather go donate plasma and use it on Fate Grand Order than fucking troll donate, but like I said, Rusty Shackleford out here had to... Ethan Klein's done more to improve Twitch than the owners and management of Twitch. It's true.
These messages, and anytime I check, it's always a troll donation. So I imagine it's like half, right? And I'm not sure how GoFundMe works, like if you can refund your donation or something like that, because people who are donating a troll might actually do that or whatever, but I'm not sure if you can. Anyways, now Ethan points out that Hassan is retweeting tweets that are completely false.
So Hassan retweeted this. I'm not a legal expert. Okay, but let me give you my expert opinion.
Got it.
But posting a video
That is basically every Hassan Piker stream. I don't understand why he's the most popular political streamer. I heard this thing, I don't know nothing about it, but here's my take. Like, that's just basically his format.
admitting you intentionally targeted specific creators and that you laid all of this out as a trap seems like it will lead to an automatic loss, right? Laugh my ass off. Okay, do you want to name the legal precedent for that? Also, that's not what happened.
Yeah, mister, I don't know legal. It's a fucking, that's a entrapments for criminal cases. This is you pissed off a person, fuck around and find out. There's nothing here for you. They don't give entrapment technicalities to people who are dumb and brag about their crimes on live stream. Come on.
I mean, I didn't force anyone to react to my video, dumbass. And Hassan retweeted that. He thought that was a really good, thing.
Bro, Hassan literally lives in fantasy land. There is no person who should ever take this guy's opinion seriously anymore. Like that one person said, he literally lives in augmented reality. He constructs reality as he sees fit in order for it to fit his political.
Dude, maybe Alex Jones tried this, but could you get away with just like being a horrible political streamer like Hassan Piker is, and then if any repercussions ever come to you, be like, that was just a character I was playing. I said to myself, I'm gonna be such a great improv artist who'd be a great character. Well, I like that Stephen Colbert, so I'm just gonna be a crazy, obnoxious political streamer. Guys, it was all just a character. I don't know if that'd work, but I might have to create a political channel just to see how far I can get with that. Maybe I'll make one for both sides. I'll just argue a different fucking point for both of them and get the views from whatever echo chamber. I'll get 2 echo chambers, but never can the 2 echo chambers ever meet.
Worldview. That is why women in Iran are not oppressed. That is why America is like the worst place in the world, yet he won't leave it. Then he talks about Hassan refusing to donate
and show support to Denims, Frogan, and Casey Tron.
I won't, by the way. He goes, I need you guys to go show support. I won't.
Obviously,
he knows he'd be throwing away money. They ain't gonna win. Oh, get out of here, comma. Level 120 overtracked. What you doing? Why comma? Is it because she's got purple hair? I understand. I like Tiamat. She should come with us. That's all.
A ton of money, and he's going to use the ton of money that he has.
Does anyone else in that room have a ton of money? The most basic, easy test to land, right? This is a socialist, communist. These are his people. This is his...
God, Ethan looked terrible whenever the fuck this was, though. He looks so much better now. Fuck.
Chance to put his money where his mouth is. And he can't even donate to their GoFundMe.
Yo, so is my Castoria. I finally decided she deserves all the grails. What's everyone else been doing for me fucking lately? Nothing.
Sorry, Ethan, but think of the Gucci bags. He can't support his friends because then how's he gonna afford another Gucci bag? It's simple Hassannetics. Like Newton, discovered gravity. Einstein came up with a theory of relativity. Pegasus came up with Hassannetics. I will actually go down in history for encapsulating all of his stupidity. This is a topic more complex than the physics of this universe. Anyways, now we gotta move on to Hassan's favorite journalist, Taylor Lorenz. If you remember last
God, Pegasus, it really is Hate on Women Day, but I think it is so goddamn cruel that everybody on Twitter lets this girl think she's a journalist and likes her tweets and lets her, like, isn't, like, at some point, like, what was done to Christian wasn't right. Why is this okay? This is wrong. I wish all the real journalists who allowed this to happen would, like, pay consequences for being a bunch of fucking trolls. This is awful.
Last episode, she was complaining about protests in literal Roblox and cops shooting people in Roblox, a kid's game. She literally...
There was a fucking Roblox protest? That should have made international news, quite honestly.
She just got baited by a troll and ran a whole story about it. And now she's beefing with Ethan. Apparently a very embarrassing clip about her has been leaked. Ethan hits back at Taylor Lorenz after she claims she's not a Hassan simp. So it starts with this tweet. Hassan and Taylor are friends. I've never seen Taylor thirst after Hassan once. And everyone does.
I don't even follow Taylor Lorenz, and I do know she's thirsted after Hassan. She literally did during the protest. He was like saying whatever bullshit he says, and then she just showed up like, "Hi, Hassan, what's up? Oh, it's so hard depressing out here, am I right?" And then off she went. I don't even know where the hell they were protesting. Doesn't even seem like nothing crazy must have been happening, because he went home to his $3 million mansion every night quite fine. So I don't know anymore.
It very openly. I doubt she would hide it. Why does Ethan make everything about sex? Taylor responds, a girl can't even say she hopes to witness the death of Western imperialism anymore without being accused of doing it for a man. Shake my head.
There's something about this. Like, can you know in Call of Duty when you get shot and like a quote from like some famous fucking general or something comes up? I just want this to come up in some game. I will make a video game just so this could be a fail state. A girl can't even say she hopes to witness death of Western imperialism without being accused of doing it for a man. SMH. You don't have to follow politics. Just know that people are stupid saying stupid shit. Whatever team you're on doesn't protect you against the person you are. Every side is these
unfortunately, people found the clip.
The other thing with Hassan, he's unreasonably good looking and like cool and dresses cool.
Tell me about
it. But do you know what I mean? Like Hassan would be an influencer no matter what he was saying, because he is
hot,
very attractive and very cool and genuinely a good person too. I will say, like, Hassan is actually a cool, fun, good.
Now, can you imagine whatever country you're in just turning on the news and the person who calls himself a journalist being like, that streamer? He's quite cute and handsome. People should listen to him. I don't know. Like, I guess that one who was drunk on Fox News all the time, maybe. But, like, she thinks she's a journalist. It's so sad. She said because people were like telling 9/11 jokes or something on Twitter and pearl clutching began, but she said it's no big deal, guys. 9/11's just a joke now, don't you know? Everyone has 9/11 parties every year. What fucking 9/11 parties are you going to, Taylor Lorenz? 9/11 themed parties, like paper plates. I guess your cake is 2 towers. I don't fucking know.
Good person.
Oh no. Oy, 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 oy. The absolute embarrassment. This is the journalist, by the way, the fair and unbiased journalist. Guys, I wonder why she always supports Hassan and she tries to meet him in public as well. Very interesting.
Hi, white woman here. I don't think he's that hot. Just saying.
Actually, dude, this is the greatest report of all time. I love how she admitted Hassan would basically have an audience no matter what he was saying. So you basically admit he's a fucking idiot who has no idea what he's talking about. And people like you only watch him because you're literally a thirsty gooner. She's the male version of Dan Clancy, bro. Ain't no way. Also, come on, unreasonably good looking. Come on. Just admit you have a crush on him, bro. You can't pretend to be a valid journalist and then goon every night to your subject. That's just not how it works. Wait, what's that? Mr. MVP, simp! So Ethan responds to the clip saying, Taylor Lorenz lies.
This is why I gotta watch these videos. I don't find Ethan Klein funny. I don't like the H3 podcast. He's got his soundboard and he's always playing sound clips. It's very Morning Zoo. If I want Morning Zoo, I'll listen to the fucking radio, Ethan. But Instagram is where he fucking shines, where he's direct people. This drama has been the funniest Ethan's been in fucking years. I haven't even read this shit, but I love it every time the fucking Instagram messages come out.
as easily as she breathes. It's no wonder that she is blacklisted from every reputable news organization. What kind of journalist drools over a subject like this? Beyond being unprofessional, it's downright pathetic. Oh, Taylor, unfortunately for you, Hassan is not actually interested. The only people he's declared his love for is Hezbollah. And you know, Hassan is a busy man. He has to visit brothels in Germany that were rated for human trafficking and had underage people in it. He's too busy letting his star girlfriends sleep with other men like the absolute he is. He simply just doesn't have time for a journalist such as yourself. Now, maybe if you start an OnlyFans or live a degenerate lifestyle, Hassan might actually be interested. Or heaven forbid you go to a Diddy party, then Hassan will be signing right up. 40-year-old woman thinks she's 20. Hassan is a 40-year-old man who thinks he's 20. Match made in hell. Anyway,
I don't know. The thing with most of these, like, streamers is I just cannot believe anybody would ever have the confidence to be like, I'm a political news streamer. I don't know shit and I haven't researched nothing and I don't have a press pass and I've never even taken journalist class or gone to college for it. But I'm gonna speak with 1,000% authority on everything. Like it's some con artist shit, it's some grifter shit. There'd be a lot of people making money off politics on the internet. But it's just like, I would never have the ego. I would never have the ego to have people trust what I fucking say about the world. What the hell do I know? I don't even leave my house unless it's to work on a fairy garden.
Tweeted this article, Ethan Klein is a raging misogynist who hates women. Excellent piece by Cat and Barge. Ethan responds, majority female audience by the way, she's mad I'm more for the girlies than she'll ever be. Many snark subreddits are majority women, but they're some of the most vile and misogynistic spaces online. Women also perpetuate misogyny. There are women who vote for Trump. If Ethan stopped, harassing young girls online, what? Enough to read a book, he might know that. What is this? This is not okay. You can't say this. Okay, even the dumbest haters don't accuse me of essay harassing women. What the F are you on about, freak? Journalist, by the way. Taylor, I think that's straight up slander. Oh my god, the Ethan Klein lawsuits are gonna start flying out at everybody right now, bro. And I have a feeling that despite your hots for Hassan, he's not gonna chip into the GoFundMe. I mean, this kind of makes sense. She's a devout follower of Hassan, so obviously she engages in the same slanderous tactics as Hassan, calling everyone PDF files or, you know, some sort of label to...
I also don't get how people are just making accusations up about people on Twitter and just getting away with it with no fucking pushback. This wouldn't have flown like 5 years ago. People got canceled for this, for making up fake allegations. Where are the rules gone? This is why paying attention to a drama once in a while is important. What are the rules on the internet? I mean, I know that's the Wild West, they're always unwritten, but it feels like we keep changing them. I never know what's okay to say and not say anymore.
Discredit everything they're saying. Also, I love how she says that if you're a woman and you disagree with her take, you're perpetuating misogyny. Yeah, apparently women are not allowed to think for themselves, according to Taylor here. The worst enemy to victims of crimes are dumb bees like Taylor Lorenz, who will use the same language for Ethan that would be used for someone who's been actually assaulted. Can he include Taylor in the lawsuit? Or just make a new one? She's awful and deserves to be penniless. Ugly just isn't enough. Now, apparently Taylor leaked a conversation with Ethan, so Ethan ended up leaking the whole conversation himself. Taylor posted a clip of her convo on Twitter, so I'm posting the whole thing. Gotta keep everyone entertained while I'm gone. If you ever meet someone like this in real life, run. She's scary good at gaslighting and crazy making. So Ethan is talking to her. She says, I'm not watching all of this. Again, genuinely hope you get help. I mean, nobody ever writes such disgusting, soulless, heinous things about your children.
I just think what they've done to Ethan Klein is so disgusting, and I'm glad for every fucking thing he does against them, because this whole, you need to get help, you're unhinged, it's so sad watching the mental break. He's the only one in this who makes sense that isn't saying ignorant shit. How do you all not see that? I know it's just a small, this group and their weird followers, but damn, like... Said you could take all the politics out of this drama. They're just an awful group of people harassing a guy for not going along with whatever. Like, they don't even disagree on politics. They just disagree on whether Israel exists or not. That is it. That is the whole drama here. And for that, he deserves to have CPS called on his kids and harassed and get told that he's sick and mentally ill. It's just unhinge this drama.
And she was basically supporting the whole story on Ethan's kids. Did I beg you for help? Did me or Ela?
Yeah, no one should be an Ethan Klein fan. He fucking sucks and isn't that funny until someone lesser. It's always worser people coming after him, and then he gets to roast them, and it revives his career. And he didn't even ask for it. It's not like that's his strategy. That's his grind. We're about to have 2 more minutes of this video, then it's time for the real video about some base stuff.
Ever beg you for help? I don't know where this hatred is coming from, really. I should care a lot about that since CPS visited. I'll always defend people's rights to free speech. NYT won that baseless defamation lawsuit, which was funded by extreme right-wing donors and part of a coordinated smear campaign. She's trying to play defense for herself. How come you don't work there anymore? I left to become a columnist. Sure you did.
I don't know much about Taylor Lorenz. I need to get educated, but what's crazy to me is she doesn't really do anything because no publication will hire her because she's ruined her credibility. So she just has a blog and gets donations, but she lives in fucking New York City or LA. It's like goddamn Sex in the City. Everyone was like, how the hell does the girl who writes the sex article afford a New York apartment that size and can buy Louis Vuitton shoes all the time? That makes no sense. I feel like Taylor Lorenz just thinks that's what she's entitled to. That's why you become a journalist, so you can get the apartment and the Louis.
You're doing fanfic right now. Well, I guess I'm cringe, Ethan. Do you think you're a young girl? That's an insane frame.
No, it's not fun. His kids are fine. He's fucking rich and he's got nannies and they gotta get traumatized by agents coming in and shit and asking them questions. No one deserves that, and CPS, quite frankly, has better things to do. Actual people that need help, and they're getting their time fucking wasted because people want to fight about desert politics that don't affect them on the internet. It's ridiculous. And then Denims said it doesn't matter though because kids don't get memories till like age 6 or whatever anyway. The woman who doesn't have kids.
Don't you think? Wait, was she referring to herself when Ethan made fun of her? She's like, you're making fun of young girls and sexual comments to young girls. She was referring to herself. No way. You realize that sounds like calling him a PDF file, right? Like I said, you are harassing myself and other young women by speculating about our lives, yet you are unable to provide a single example. This is what we call defamation. Crybully making stuff up. Shocker. Savage Ethan arc. They really should stop trying to mess with Ethan all they take our L's. Bro, Ethan is like 1v9ing at this point. It's crazy. Now she responded to the Roblox protesting. Basically, Ethan called her really dumb.
Okay, though, in More Pegasus mentioned it last video. He's got reason. There's this whole subreddit where there's all this harassing's taking place, and he's got the legal right now to figure out the identity of the Reddit moderators, and the Reddit moderators are getting sued. That's the real lawsuit to watch. That's where the real fun's gonna be, because we're gonna see what a Reddit moderator looks like in real life and see how they justify their actions and the things they've done in a fucking court of law. That sounds amazing. They need to live stream that trial. Everybody has a right to know what the Reddit monitors are doing in the legal system.
For texting like a Roblox kid or some shit. Ethan, I'm a journalist covering online culture. One of the kids I interviewed reached out. Believe it or not, there are other time zones. Shocking. Yeah, but why are you messaging Roblox kids? Then she defends Frogan as someone who deeply cares about free speech. What Ethan is doing is appalling, and this like the Frogan lawsuit. Free speech. They didn't even say anything. There is no space to solve. That's such a good one. Oh my god. Now click this video to automatically have 3 wishes be granted. Yes, I'm a genie.
That was More Pegasus. He gives the updates on this drama if anyone's interested. There's a lot of videos here, but there's more interesting drama. Who cares? Who cares about all these rich political streamers? What's Jay Kaiser up to?